What you do in small moments with your baby is actually shaping their brain far more than big parenting decisions. And most parents repeat these same small patterns every single day without noticing the long-term impact. In the next minutes, you'll understand 5 specific interaction patterns that directly shape your baby's emotional and cognitive development. Imagine a very familiar situation. You are holding your baby and immediately reach for your phone to turn on a video the moment they start crying. It doesn't happen because you don't care. It's simply because you are completely exhausted and need that crying to stop right away. Deep down, you know you should respond differently, but fatigue makes you choose the fastest way to bring back the silence. But, in that exact moment, your child is not just hearing their own cries. They are learning how the world responds to their emotions. It's not the big milestones or major actions that shape a child. It's how their brain records those repeated reactions from you. And there are interaction patterns happening quietly every day, creating deep learning paths in a child's mind that most parents completely miss. You think you're connecting with your child, but in reality, you're just passing each other by. Imagine this. You just finished a task. Turn to look at your child and give them a big warm smile. But a split second later, you instantly look away to check your phone or continue cooking. You believe you just showed them love, but the truth is, your child's brain didn't even have time to see that smile. Young children don't learn to understand the inner world through words, but through the amount of time you hold an expression on your face. To process and encode an emotion into a recognizable pattern in their minds, a child's visual processing center needs much more time than an adult's. When you cut off a smile too quickly, it leaves the child confused, wondering, "We just interacted, so why does it feel like nothing happened?" Over time, the cost is heavy. They will struggle to read people and empathize with others when they grow up. A moment that flashes by too fast in a child's eyes is a lesson that was never truly learned. But there is something even more critical than the speed of your expressions. You are responding to your child, but in reality, they don't feel responded to at all. Imagine this. Your child babbles to get your attention. You answer with a quick, I hear you. But your eyes are still glued to your phone screen. Many parents wonder, I'm replying to them, so why does my child keep repeating themselves? The answer is not a lack of communication, but a lack of actual connection within that communication. Young children don't learn from feedback that is just physically present. They learn from feedback that is emotionally linked. When a child sends out a signal, their brain needs direct eye contact and a matching expression to form the neural loops of communication. Replying mindlessly diminishes the child's sense that their voice actually matters. Over time, they will believe that what they say has no real impact on the world around them. A response that fails to reach the child's emotions is ultimately no different than silence. And when the child starts getting fussy because they feel misunderstood, parents usually do this one thing immediately. You think you're helping your child, but in reality, you are taking away a valuable learning experience. Imagine this. Your child is trying hard to reach a toy that is just a little bit out of their grasp. Watching them struggle, you feel bad and immediately pick it up and hand it to them. Many parents wonder, I just wanted to help my child. What's wrong with that? In truth, every time you rescue them too quickly, you unconsciously strip away that proud feeling of, I did it myself. Mechanically, a child's brain needs a delayed reward to generate dopamine from their own successful efforts. Helping too fast is not always a good thing. Over time, the cost is heavy. The child will easily give up when facing real challenges later in life. There is no failure too small, only priceless lessons cut short by parents. But there is something even more subtle than deciding whether to help or not to help your child. You are next to your child, but in reality, they don't feel your presence at all. Imagine this. Your child is playing right next to you. You think you've dedicated the whole day to them, but your eyes are glued to your laptop or phone screen. Many parents wonder, I'm with them all day, so why are they still so clingy and insecure? In truth, presence is not about your physical location. It's about whether your child feels you are actually looking at them. Young children don't just need to see you with their eyes. They need to feel seen and understood from deep within. Mechanically, eye contact combined with shared attention is the core foundation for the brain to encode a sense of absolute safety. When you are next to them, but your mind is elsewhere, the child develops a bitter belief. I am not important enough to keep my parents here. Being with them without truly seeing them is ultimately just absence in disguise. And sometimes, the best thing you can do for them is to do nothing at all. You think your child needs more things or activities to look at? But in reality, what they need is less. Imagine this. When you see your child sitting quietly by themselves, you immediately jump in to talk, sing, or hand them more toys because you're afraid they're bored. Many parents wonder, if I don't do anything, will my child feel neglected and lonely? But in reality, silence is not emptiness. It is processing. Mechanically, a low-stimulation environment is a strict requirement for the brain to consolidate memories and regulate emotions. Constantly filling those empty spaces with sounds and images overloads the child's nervous system. Over time, the cost is heavy. They lose the ability to calm themselves down during stressful moments. A healthy nervous system is not just built on stimulation. It is also nourished by pauses. And all 5 of these secrets do not exist apart from one another. The most important things in your child's brain development don't actually come from what you try to teach them. They come from how their brain quietly records and repeats learning, from your exact small reactions every single day. There is a massive difference between reacting as a parent, the understanding as a parent. Always remember this. Your baby is not remembering your big efforts. They are remembering your patterns. Think about just one single moment today, when your response to them was completely automatic. No right or wrong here, just an automatic, unconscious reaction. If this perspective helped you see those micro moments differently, subscribe to join us for more grounded insights like this. Because those small moments are where your child first learns what life feels like.